Alexander Volkanovski, and Max Holloway 3 prediction. We've done so many of these predictions for Holloway and Volkanovski because the fight just keeps on happening. Yet again, we have a third one between these two guys. Holloway, 30 and a half years old. Volkanovski, 33 years and 9 months old. Which is still very, very crazy that Volkanovski is still this much older than Max Holloway. A lot smaller, a little bit less in terms of the height, but a little bit more in terms of the reach than Max Holloway. Now, just like we do every single time these two guys fight, let's talk advantages and let's talk disadvantages. Holloway, does he have the power advantage? Probably not. I think the power right here is going to be a dead set 50-50, very, very even. Volume advantage, in terms of like the total amount of strikes, we'll go Volkanovski. But if you're talking about just punches, yeah, we're gonna go Max Holloway on in terms of volume right there. In terms of wrestling, we're gonna go Alexander Volkanovski. In terms of jiu-jitsu, is not really too prevalent in either guy. They kind of just land the takedowns and ground pound a little bit, so non-existent. We're just gonna cancel that one out. And in terms of the damage inflicted throughout this entire round is going to be Volkanovski as well, with the leg kicks and with the overhands, the left hooks and things like that, the takedowns, the ground and pound and stuff like that. But the outcome of this fight can go one of two ways. One way is if Holloway wins, and the way he would win is to defend every single one of Volkanovski's takedown, have just the absolute best leg checking game of all time in this fight. He needs to have his leg checks on points in this fight, and he needs to out-volume Volkanovski with punches. That is the way Holloway wins this fight. If he can do that, check the leg kicks very, very well throughout 5 rounds. Stay away from the big hooks, the overhands, the uppercuts of Volkanovski, and stay away from the takedown of Volkanovski. Well, we got a new champion. We got Max Holloway, the UFC featherweight champion. But again, there's another outcome to the fight. If Volkanovski goes out there, is able to land those leg kicks, is able to land the takedowns, is able to go out there and land some hard shots, keep the volume even, but also with the leg kicks and with the takedowns, that is how he will win the fight, and he would win by a unanimous decision. It's literally the same thing as the last 2 fights, but it's in 2022 this time. It's the co-main event of UFC 276, and again, those are the 2 outcomes. We're not going to see a finish. Volkanovski, I've never seen get hurt in an MMA fight. Holloway, I've also never seen get hurt in an MMA fight, and submission-wise, I mean, come on. Holloway is not going to get submitted by Volkanovski. Volkanovski, dude, he has some crazy, crazy good submission defense. So the fight will go all the way, and I am leaning Alexander Volkanovski to land those leg kicks and land a few takedowns here and there. Keep the volume even in punches and in kicks, and slightly edge out a decision win here in the UFC featherweight division. Put your predictions down below for the trilogy, Holloway versus Volkanovski.